feeling when you leave your door open without a key during the holidays? And you think, oh, nothing is going to happen to me. Well, that's when the hackers stay in jackpot. Everyone is distracted. This is the time to go. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tech Poetess podcast. I'm Fer, I'm your guide and translator in this tech world, and I'm with Bill, the guy that has backup codes everywhere where I would have holiday decorations.
Yes, but I can tell you that none of mine are in stockings or presents or anything like that, because I keep all that very private.
And that's why he is the expert. I wouldn't even know, but today we're talking about something really crucial for all the small businesses, building a secure foundation, but we're putting a little bit of a holiday spin on it.
Yes.
While things slow down, clients are out, this is the best time to do all this work.
Yeah, this is the time of the year where your business generally slows down, the more family activities get frankly crazy sometimes. And it's a great time to look at the digital life, not only for your business, but also personally. And so there's downtime. During that downtime, it's a great opportunity to do some of the things that we've talked about in the last couple of months, and also that we have our visual hygiene program. And so what we don't want you to do, we don't want you to just coast, because guess who is not coasting? The hackers. It's a great time because they know everyone is distracted and will click before they think.
And what we're trying to do is not put a band-aid over the problems. We're giving you really easy and practical steps to follow during the holidays. That way you can have your foundation of your small business in the best way possible. And if you skip one of these steps, it's just an easier way to hackers to get to you.
All right, if you're using the same password for everything, especially at business tools and your personal bank accounts, things like that, congratulations. You just gave bad guys an early Christmas gift.
And if you use password 123 on everything, that is kind of putting your password on a box and giving it to the hackers.
Yes. So we want you to stop doing that. Obviously, we've encouraged many people to use password managers over and over, as well as multi-factor authentication. If you haven't done it, now is a great time to get started with that. Even if somebody steals your password, because the multi-factor's in place, it's only going to compromise that one account. If they had your multi-factor, and we know they're not going to do that because you're not going to use text message multi-factor.
So think about it this way. It's like an end-of-year password purge.
Yes.
Out with the old, in with the actually secure.
Yes, so keep in mind, the reason that we encourage people to use password managers is they've been proven to be more secure than writing it down on a piece of paper, obviously putting it underneath a keyboard, all those things. And each account that you have will have a unique password, so if that account ever got taken advantage of, only that account has that password. But if you add on that extra layer of multi-factor authentication, it gets even stronger, and even if they had that password, they couldn't get in because they can't break the multi-factor.
And also, if you want to know a bit more about multi-factor authentication and password managers, we're going to put some links below from our previous videos. That way, if you want to take the time during the holidays to work on this, you have a better guide on how to do it.
Yes. So once we get all that taken care of, you're going to have strong passwords. So we encourage you to take at least 10 to 15 minutes on a Saturday morning, or when you're waiting on a flight, or basically waiting on other relatives maybe to show up to the holiday party, to start to lock down some of those things. If you need any assistance, we've already got one episode on strong passwords and password management that you can access, which will be in the link below. But this is one of the biggest things that you can do as part of cleaning up for the holidays.
If you worked one single holiday project that will pay off all year, this is it. Step 1 of building a secure foundation: stop being lazy with your passwords. Imagine your laptop dies on December 26th, poof.
Yeah.
And your business survived on January 2nd?
Yeah, that's where backups save you. And this may sound like a broken record, but you can't use that USB from 2018 or rely on a brand new external drive for thinking that is the best backup. you need at least 2 backups, 1 local and 1 in the cloud, because fire, theft, or some random tech disaster can cause problems with either one of those. So you want to make sure you've got a local and you've also got a remote that's generally in the cloud.
And I have to be honest, before I met Bill, I may have an old USB that had backup written on top of it that I never checked for years.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you the other thing that's scary is a lot of people use those old USB backups and they've had it in the same place for a long time, and or they might have a server that is a backup server and they've never cleaned it, and so it's like 5 years old and it's got so much dust in there, power surge, fire, you name it, and it is gone.
Exactly. It was kind of like a fossil at this point.
Exactly. So what you need to do is keep that local backup. It's fine if you use something that is local with a USB drive. You just need to make sure that's not the only backup that you have. So make sure you got a cloud backup. Most of our clients are using Microsoft 365. Some use the Google Workspace system. Even though those are in the cloud, that does not mean that they are backed up for more than 90 days. A lot of people don't know that. So if you don't have a backup solution for that, let us know or reach out, then we can help. Because what needs to happen is, number one, you get that taken care of first at the backup place, and the next thing, you've got to start testing them. Because if you don't test the backups, it's like you don't even have it.
And if we're honest, the holidays are the best time to do just a little try and restore backup. That way you can make sure that everything is still there and is still okay. And if I will add one item to my checklist for the holidays, it will be that. Verify the backups. Make sure they're running and you can actually restore them.
Yes. Now, one side note is we're talking about protecting the business. There's another layer to this that we haven't talked about in any of our episodes so far, and that is organizing the files and purging things that are no longer needed. That's another topic that you can do during the holidays that are very good. So make your backup first and then go in and clean up those files, because lots of people, they just forget that owning a building like a business requires cleaning, and your computer files require regular cleaning as well.
So those annoying pop-ups that are updated now over the holidays are not just there to ruin my chill time.
No, they are there to patch those holes in operating systems, in web browsers, and other common programs that you probably use every single day that the bad guys are trying to exploit, whether it's through an automated bot attack or it's an actual real attack. If you ignore them, it's like leaving your front door open and saying, come on in while we're away on the holidays.
And let me be honest, if any of you do administrative work or like have a lot of documents like I do and stuff like that, and you have a lot to do by the end of the year, sometimes I want to keep a remind me tomorrow and keep doing it for like a month while I finish everything, but that is not the best thing to do at this time.
Yeah, it's like inviting the hackers inside for the New Year's party. Say, come on in, it's not a good thing.
And if we're honest, those themes or updates are patching loops or loopholes that the hackers use while you're on your holidays, while you're in your Christmas dinner,
yes,
or having fun with your friends to get into your systems and take everything from you.
Yeah, so one of the easiest things that you can do is restart everything. So first, update all the apps. Once all the apps are updated, restart your computer, your phone, in fact, restart your Wi-Fi, restart all the devices. That way you're starting to do your fresh, everything's updated, you know that you're patched, and you're good to go.
And if you think about it, this is like a New Year cleanup, where you remove everything that is old and come up with the new.
Yes. So if you want to use this downtime wisely and you don't know where to go, reach out to us, because our tools not only will help find where there are some gaps, but also where there are things that need to be updated. So we can do that whether you've got an Apple PC or a Windows PC. And also, if you need us to walk you through updating your phone, your tablets, whatever else there may be, that's why we're here.
and let yourself start the new year with a clean slate without portraying months of old patches being on your back.
Exactly.
Hackers don't always hack. Sometimes they just dress up like your band or a holiday liquidated offer or send you a nice holiday email with a gift card.
Exactly, yes. So phishing emails are better than ever. We're going to have an upcoming episode on how AI is impacting all of this. But for now, the easiest thing to do is, like Fer was talking about, make sure that any of the emails that purport to come from a charity, a bank, one of your clients, a friend, double check before clicking. So all you got to do is hover over those links and we'll show you where it's actually going to go to, and make sure that's a legit site, because 5 seconds can save thousands of dollars, but also tons of time, and your stress level's probably already high around the holidays, so maybe you don't want to do anything else that raises it.
And if we're honest, like, it's really scary because everything that is fake is cooking so real now. So sometimes you can notice that on the email, it's like just one layer, or they can use 2 letters to make it look like a name and stuff like that, where you may know it is that is not the real place or the real account. Sorry, it is. So as Bill says, like 5 seconds can save thousands from your campaign.
Hackers love the holidays because everybody's distracted. They're in a rush, and clicking on anything that mentions order status, failed delivery, or something else is going to be late. Yeah, and so here's the simple holiday rule. So pause before you click. Look at the sender, and all you generally have to do if you're on your computer, like a laptop, is you just right-click on there and see what the real address is that's mailing you, because there are lots of addresses that people pretend to be that they are not. So if you need any help on how to detect phishing emails, reach out, or a simple Google will tell you a lot of that. Hover over any links and make sure it's the real place. But the easiest thing to do is, if you've got to go to a website that you know, just type it into your browser. Call any vendors. Don't necessarily reply to anything electronic without thinking or taking that 5 to 10 seconds to do a little bit of research.
And also, this is a good topic for training for your company. So you can also use this as an idea for end-of-year training. Call your team, make a meeting, and a couple of examples from it. It may save you and your company a lot of pain.
Yeah, we want to help you prevent the disasters, but we know we're not going to be present every time those opportunities rise, and so educating your team is really key.
Especially with all the holiday offers, emails, and limited time offers, stuff like around.
Yeah, so this is one it's a great topic that very few people think about at the end of the year, and it is that not everyone needs access to everything.
Especially heading into a new year. So, like, not giving the intern that is helping with a project the credit card of the company.
Yeah, you want to make sure to limit access. If a single account gets hacked, as long as it doesn't have access to other systems, then you're a lot safer than if you have what we would consider to be administrator-type privileges, to be able not only to see everything, but also to do everything. So this is a time when, and it's extremely boring, but review the access control.
The holidays are a natural checkpoint. People leave, new people join, roles change, contractors roam off projects.
Yeah, it makes it a great time to review who has access to what. Old staff accounts, so that's a really common one that we go through, especially with the larger clients, is how many people no longer work at the organization, how many people might be retiring and won't be in access. Temporary vendors, shared logins, all kinds of things need to be gone through, and it's really easy to do. So if this is something that you are not currently doing, let us know and we can walk you through some of the best ways to get that done.
So think about it like your end-of-year house cleaning.
Yes.
You're going to clean up all the accesses, the passwords, the tools, the data that people actually use and need into the new year.
Yeah, and so what we want to get down to is giving people access to only what they need to do the work that they need to do for the role that they are in. It keeps your business safer, keeps everybody a little bit more relaxed, and if an issue arises, you can hunt that issue down a lot easier.
You can also use this time to separate roles. For example, accounting systems, employee systems, and admin consoles should have very limited access.
Yes. So during these last few weeks of the year, remember, if you have to log in, let's say there's 5 total systems in the business, if they're not unified, where one username and password gets you into them, then you have 5 different places you have to look for getting rid of people if, let's say, somebody's about to retire. So you can't just take them out of the email directory. You've got to take them out of the HR system and anything else that they may have had access to. So remember, just go back through all of these, and yes, it takes time, but it's very easy to get a report of it, meet with people in HR, check a box for who's here and who's not, and then hand it back to the folks in your IT organization or your IT department or whoever you outsource to for that particular function, and that job is done.
Passwords, backups, updates, phishing awareness, and access control. 5 steps to build a secure foundation for your business while things are calm. Do this over the holidays and you start the new year ahead of most people. And just so you're aware, don't do only one, do all 5. You can do them in different orders, but they all are needed to have your secure foundation. Thank you for hanging on with us. If you're listening to this during the holidays, here's your challenge. Pick one of them per week and work on them during that week.
Yes. Use the downtime. Future you will be very happy you did. In fact, we could use this as a reason that you need to avoid some family things. That's another opportunity for you to sneak away and get something done. Oh, I've got to get something taken care of at work or for work if you need a little alone time during holidays. So check the link in our description for helpful resources, our security assessment, and our blog posts.
Also, if you want help planning your 2026, you can reach out to us and we can help you. Also, if you really like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our videos. You can even press notifications to know when we upload a new video, and leave us a comment down below with what you thought and what other topics you would like to see.
Yes, stay safe, enjoy your holidays, and please do not reuse your passwords. That's your holiday gift to me.
And share to everyone in your family. Bye-bye.
Happy holidays.